I was thrilled. I was absolutely thrilled because I knew, even before I started putting shape to the itinerary, that the country of Greece has a plethora of activities, experiences, and stories to tell. And so what I do is I try to plan those moments. Everything from the iconic historical sites of Athens and Delphi to the hidden gems. So the experiences have to really captivate and highlight what is essential and what's compelling about the destination. One could easily spend a lifetime in Greece exploring nothing but historical sites. Unfortunately, I knew that I had to create an itinerary that was going to be 10 days in length. Therefore, some hard choices had to be made in terms of some of the historical sites. The most famous is the Acropolis. Right off the bat, I knew that was going to be the main site that we were going to include in Athens. Then I also knew that I wanted to bring our guests to the islands. One of the most photographed islands is Santorini. Santorini was created by a series of volcanoes, and so we've chartered a private sailing vessel. Our guests are going to sail across the caldera, walk to the rim of the volcano. You know, it's like the most sun-kissed area that one can imagine in the middle of the Mediterranean. In addition to ancient Greek history, I wanted to tell the Minoan story. The Minoans were the people, the civilization that started off on the island of Crete. It's also a very colorful, photogenic site. I didn't feel that it would be very responsible to include an itinerary that includes the island of Crete and not bring them to the Palace of Knossos. The way in which we create authentic experiences is multifaceted. When I start engaging with the locals, I start trying to paint the picture of what we want our guests to appreciate and experience. What this allows for is an ability to really enjoy the destination and listen and engage in the stories of that particular locale, that location. The theme of the day is Shepherd's Walk, and it's really to expose them and immerse them into Cretan mountain life. When we actually bring our guests to the shepherd's station where he's milking his sheep, and then we watch him and actually engage in making the cheese with him, that's an authenticity that not a lot of people get to experience. And you know, these type of experiences are pretty difficult to find in guidebooks. Clearly, the guests, after they go on this experience in Greece, they're going to say it's the best vacation they've ever had in their lives. I have absolutely no doubt about it. And when I came back from my last trip, I said to myself, how am I going to wait a year? I want to see the guests on this trip tomorrow. I want it to be tomorrow. I can't wait.